Where do you think he'll end up going?
I'm thinking he'll end up in like L.A.
It's either L.A. or the Rockets. He want to play with either LeBron or Chris Paul, one of the two. But I think L.A. make more sense because you got two dominant ball handlers over there, and
he can just stand his fat butt around and shoot.
Exactly. So and he can handle the ball a little bit somewhere, but I just feel like you add three dominant ball handlers, and they got to have the ball in their hands to make moves and get their shots open or get their.
Carmelo should never be a ball handler ever again. He should go and spot up and does what he does for the Olympics.
That's it. Spot up. Play that little.
That's all he needs to do.
Forward.
He should be that official Olympic team guy just on a regular NBA team now. Yeah.
So they end up buying him out, and so you got Paul George, you got Russell Westbrook, Steven Adams. They got a decent core. What'd you put around them? What type of players you put around this type of team?
Defense.
Okay.
I put that they're the one team that screams that they could be a defensive team to me because we know Paul George can play pretty good defense.
Yeah.
He gives LeBron fits playing defense. Get a couple more defenders. Roberson comes back this year, correct?
Yeah. I know he had some type of injury.
He's a real good defender. So you surround him with guys like that. Let your ball dominant, your scoring guys score, and have the other guys surrounded with defense. Kind of like San Antonio did, where you had Danny Green who would shoot three-pointers, but he could play defense. And then you had Kawhi who could play defense, but he could score if he needed to. That's just what you need. That's just what you need to do is surround them with guys like that. That's going to be, but you have to get them to buy into the defensive mentality of playing ball and letting those guys do what they do.
Fair point.
Yeah, get another shooter. Get guys that can play defense and let them roll.
All right. Chris Paul signs a max contract with the Rockets.
Ooh, surprise!
Clint Capella is still unsigned by the Rockets, so I guess he's still looking for a contract. I think the restricted free agent market has been kind of brutal on these guys because a lot of teams that didn't have much money. They're kind of ringing up dry here. But I know Clint Capella looking for a certain amount, but I just don't think he's going to get that amount that he's looking for this year. So.
No.
If I was him, I'd just
You're Clint Capella, dude. Don't get over your head.
So it's one of those things that I think he needs to take the qualifying offer and just be an unrestricted agent next year and try to not to have the restricted market where you get a deal and you have to get it kind of matched. But for the most part, sign a matching sheet. But for him, he still is a good part of the right that you need him. So I think he just needs to sign a qualifying offer and just try to make another run at it and try to enhance.
Yeah, just go have another good year and up yourself. That's all you got to do.
Because I don't really see him getting the deal that he wants this year, and it's from all the teams.
Oh no!
And now that what I heard, the Milwaukee Bucks they signed Brook Lopez, so there's not much for the center market out there. DeAndre Jordan is signed with the Dallas Mavericks, and
hey, they finally got him.
Yeah, exactly. So,
They finally kicked that chair out of the way of that door.
Yeah, so it's like, and then the Clippers trade for Marcin Gortat. The Wizards signed Dwight Howard. So the center market out there is really not. It's not allowed out there for the.
But really, Cortez is the center. Is the center market even needs to be relevant in this day and age?
Not in this day and age, no. And for what he does is, he's really good at defense and stuff like that. But, and he's able to, defend the pick and roll out there in the perimeter for his size. So, but it's
when every big man that was getting drafted was practicing their 3-pointers, the game has completely changed.
Yes. DeAndre Ayton and Mo Bamba and Wendell Carter, all these guys are shooting threes. They just was informed by their team that you better be able to hit a jumper. If you want a good deal, so yeah, it's crazy, man. So I hope he signs back to the Rockets and just understand that it's kind of hard to kind of get money out there. So we thought about Austin Rivers, man. And he finally got traded away from his dad, man. His dad traded him to the Wizards. His dad was like, "Here, I paid you."
Did you see the?
What you gonna say?
Did you see the meme? Did you see the meme that was out with Doc Rivers' face on it? He's like, "They traded the baby."
I think Stevie Ballmer was like, listen, man, I know you want to take care of your family, but you want to trade him, man. I'm sorry. You want to trade your kid. So,
can you imagine the conversation that him and his dad had right then? He's like, son, can you come into my office? He's like, yeah, Dad. What you need? Well, son, your mama's not really happy about it. I'm kind of not happy about it. I'm gonna take some grief when I get home. But son, we have to trade you. Why, Dad? What did I do? Well, it wasn't you, son. It was we've grown apart after these years, and I'm really ready for you to move out of the house. So
they're playing catch, and he breaks the news to him. What?
Can you imagine though if he told him he really wanted him to move out of the house, so that's why he had to trade him?
Bro, that'd be so funny.
Your mom,
you like your mom play with John Wall.
Your mom yelled at me for doing this, but I know she is tired of doing your laundry. So.
Yep, so he got traded there, and then so he's going to play with the Wizards now. And then,
can you imagine that though? Now that I put it in your head, you're thinking about him sitting in the office and go, his mama says she's tired of doing your laundry.
Like, get out. And then probably the most pointless trade of the NBA offseason, but I'm particularly very happy about this one. Bismack Biyombo, 2 second-round draft picks going to the Hornets. Jerry and Grant and Timofey Mozgov going to the Magic. And Julian Stone to the Bulls. This is a trade that you just kind of be like, what's the point?
I think the point was some people are like, we just need to cut ties with these guys and let them go away. We're just tired of having them around.
Hey, Cortez!
You can't talk during the podcast, Mom.
Hey, Miss Carter. I said, hey.
He said, hey. But he's like, right there in the middle, I done forgot what I was going to say. See? It's all we were talking
about this pointless trade that, they just had to cut loose.
Oh, they were like, look, we don't want you here anymore. They were like, just please leave. And we don't even care who we get back. Like, I know the Magic didn't even care if they got a Big Mac back for Biyombo. They were like, just leave. We're sick of our fans. We're sick of our fans continuously tweeting how bad you are on Twitter.
Hey,
just go away, please.
The fact that we can get human beings for this guy instead of a bag of potato chips is what's beyond me.
And a big goal.
Right. So, listen, for the Magic standpoint, they drafted Mo Bamba, so they need to make playing time for him, which Magic fans are for him. They need to start, but the dude's wheezing for air, so he's not ready to start. I think he'll be ready to start next year, but you got to have Vucevic there who can, at least give you some space, to operate.
And you gave out the money to Gordon.
Yeah.
So you had to make room.
Yeah.
For somebody, and that was the one guy that was the obvious one that you had to leave. Vooch at least can score and shoot.
Exactly.
That's his thing. He's a newfangled, typical NBA big man who can shoot. That you need. If you're going to have a big man, you got to have one like that. Gordon's just athletic as all get out. His key is he needs to stay healthy. Mm-hmm. If he can stay healthy, he'll be decent. Was he worth the amount of money y'all gave him? No. But you had to give it to somebody. So you had to give it to somebody.
Yeah.
So, and he's kind of your face right now of your franchise.
Yeah.
So you had to do it in order to keep at least some people happy. But he's just got to stay healthy, and he's got to play. And he's got to earn that money that he just got.
So this is what they reported. It's actually $78 million and it's front loaded. So he's gonna get paid $22 million this year, and then in year 4 he's gonna get paid $15 million. So they kind of
Gordon?
Yeah, they front loaded the contract to pay him all the money there. So
that was a good that was good in case things don't work out. You'd be able to you
can trade a $15 million contract away.
Yeah, easily. So if you can see things are going wrong, then you can get out of it.
And then I think that he get additional $2 million incentives if he meets some kind of goals or whatnot, as far as like,
play. Oh,
like all-star team and all that. He get like a certain amount if he do something like, some awards. So he gets some incentives there. So
yeah, if he plays a certain amount of games and stuff
exactly.
like that.
So with that, it's like, okay, so this deal's not bad what I thought it would be. But like you said, we had to sign him back because he is the face of the franchise right now that we can build upon.
Yeah, because if you would have lost him, where do you go from there? That if you lose him, then you're stuck. You're like, well, what are we going to do now? What are we going to be able to do in such a short amount of time with everybody else getting sucked up left and right through free agency? You knew it was going to come, so you had to do it.
Hey, we already lost a GOAT this offseason, so we can't lose our core player. And the GOAT, Mario Hezonja. You already lost to Mario. So, have you ever seen them Game of Zones video, Kevin?
Yeah.
So the one of the match, it was like, I take the horse. So we lost the horse and Mario Hezonja. But they had made a trade for Serge Ibaka. It was like, what does Mario? Well, he averaged like 3 points a game. It was like, so he was like, we can trade you Mario Hezonja or this horse. And then the rapper was like, we'll take the horse.
Damn.
I gotta see. I start buzzing out loud. So every time we say that joke, we was like, yeah. So I guess the Knicks didn't want to take the horse after all. So no, he's a good kid. Mario's nice. He just didn't get developed here, and I wish him the best. So good luck.
He didn't get developed because he didn't get to play.
Exactly.
That was the bad part. You had coaches that were insistent on one thing or another, and if he would have got to play, he would have been all right.
Yeah.
The best way to get somebody like that going is to give them repetition. But if you don't give them repetition, then they can't get going. So hopefully in his new spot, he gets a little repetition, and he's able to get himself going.
So the Pacers had a quality offseason, too. They added Doug McDermott, Tyreek Evans, and Kylo Quinn. So they get a nice backup point guard, get Doug McDermott some shooting, and they get Kyle Quinn, I get some defense. So Kyle Quinn and Oladipo kind of regrouped from their Orlando days. So that's a good pickup for the Pacers. And the Pacers going to have a real good chance to kind of nab a third or fourth seed in the East with LeBron being gone.
Oh, yeah. The East is wide open.
Wide open. Toronto might actually win.
Except for Philly and Boston. But Philly's one snap leg or kick back or broken face away from going away.
Well,
so
I'm not going to sleep with Toronto either because I know now LeBron is gone.
I can't.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
No. Even if LeBron's gone, I don't even care. No. No.
Negative.
No, they fired their coach. They fired a coach after he won Coach of the Year and got you to the number 1 seed. Here's a big clue fact for y'all in Toronto. It wasn't the coach's fault y'all kept losing to LeBron. It's because your players' butts puckered every time LeBron came on the court. That's why you kept losing. Not because of Casey, but because you idiot players always get scared to death whenever they see Cleveland come through for some odd reason.
Right.
It wasn't Casey's fault. They beat them during the regular season. It said every time they see LeBron coming, their butts pucker. That ain't that man's fault. Y'all were stupid for letting him go, and y'all were stupid for firing, and now y'all ain't going to do crap.
Detroit got a good coach in him now, so that's why I hope he does well in Detroit.
They were stupid.
Yeah, I wouldn't let him go after all that. You get success, and you want to make a change, but it is what it is.
They're Canadian. They don't know no better.
So Phoenix Suns, they signed Trevor Ariza to kind of mentor the young core. And one of the young cores that got a 5-year extension, $138 million max, and Devin Booker.
Booker!
That's a lot, man. That's
a lot for Booker.
He's always kind of hurt, too, ain't he? He's been having a lot of injury issues.
The thing is, there's so much money to give away in the NBA now that if you have a young guy who shows any potential at all whatsoever, even if it's for a short stint of time, they're going to get paid because you want to keep that guy around because you don't want him leaving and all of a sudden becoming good somewhere else.
Let me tell you.
I.e. what happened with Victor Oladipo. I.e. what happened with a lot of other guys to where they'll leave their first team and go and have success somewhere else.